talking about the record of Marty Marshall. He beat Herbie Moore in 10. He stopped Calvin Butler in 4. Whipped West Bascom in 8. Knocked out Herbie Moore in a return in 2. 1 in 10 over Arthur Wright. Beat Sonny Liston in 8. Stopped Tony LaMonaco in 4. And then knocked out Bob Satterfield in 2 rounds. There's a fellow that has a 12-fight streak going on now on the win side. Although he's had only 18 pro bouts since he turned pro in 1950, and he was proclaiming to everyone that will listen today that they just won't fight him. Well, he's a tough customer to fight in there. That's very obvious against the seasoned veteran Harold Johnson, who is in there for his 57th time. Marshall in the white trunks. Harold Johnson in the dark trunks. Neither man down after 7 rounds. Johnson's corner yelling to Johnson to work downstairs and to work often. Marshall's ability to tie Harold up in the infighting has kept him from being able to do too much of that midsection. Johnson scoring stiffly with the right and then the left, with 2 minutes remaining in the 8th round. If Marshall didn't warn you by telegraphing his right hand, he yells as he throws it too. So you've got double warning that he's going to punch. He lets out with a real hup. Fans are all taking up the cry now. Hup him one, Marty. One minute remaining in round 8. Chuck Davey made a prediction before the bout tonight. He said he didn't know that Marshall would defeat the tough Johnson, but that he would go the distance with him. Round 9 from the Detroit Olympia. Harold Johnson in the dark trunks. Marty Marshall in the white. Neither man down or anything close to a knockdown so far tonight. With Marshall relying on quite a bit of the rumba, the foxtrot, and an occasional gavotte thrown in to confuse his opponent. Marshall down from that straight right. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. The mandatory 8 count. Lou Handler wipes off the gloves, and his eyes are blurry as he gets up. And there's a long time left in round 9. 2 minutes remaining in the round. Johnson getting that clean right hand shot to the chin. Right hand coming in there has the nose now of Marshall looking very weary, and he has just lost his mouthpiece. And referee Handler is looking very closely at the action to see if Marshall is in shape to continue. A minute and a half remaining in the 9th round. Remaining in round 9. Marshall trying to weather the storm. His eyes still foggy. Seconds remaining in round 9. Marshall pedaling about on very weary limbs. Johnson looking for the clean shot at him. Marshall weathers the storm after being hit with a devastating right hand. He dropped that left hand of his once too often, and Johnson got the clean shot to the chin. And they're working on him over in his corner, and he appears to be all right. They had to retrieve his mouthpiece, which Lou Handler had thrown out of the ring as soon as Marty Marshall had the mouthpiece knocked out of his mouth. So we'll see if he's going to be able to come back and make a good showing here in round 10. He was knocked down in the first minute of round 9, and his eyes were very blurry. And as a result of that, the referee, Lou Handler, stayed very close for at least 30 seconds to be sure that he had recovered and was not in danger of serious injury. So we're ready now for round 10 as Harold Johnson solved the baffling style of Marty Marshall in round 9. And Harold, as we told you, anxious for a big win, an impressive win, after a couple of recent disappointing showings, will more than likely be out for the KO. In the white trunks, Marty Marshall. In the dark trunks, Harold Johnson of Philadelphia. Johnson in round 10 fighting very cautiously, has not been able to find a vulnerable spot. Marshall switching from the right-handed stance to the southpaw style, back and forth, causing Johnson some trouble in round 10. One minute remaining in the 10th round. Marshall apparently will go the distance. There's very little time remaining in the 10th round against the rugged Harold Johnson. And it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Marshall and Harold Johnson of Philadelphia. I'll remind you that as soon as we get our decision over many of these stations on the first program of Red Barber's Corner, we'll have a couple of very fine gentlemen we'd like for you to meet. Senator Estes Kefauver of Tennessee and Arch Ward, the great sports editor of the Chicago Tribune. I'll remind you again about the scoring. The winner of the round will get 10 points. The loser, 9, 8, 7, 6, so forth. There was only one terrifically decisive round. That was round 9, when a clean overhand right by Harold Johnson landed flush on the button of his opponent, Marty Marshall of Detroit. And we wondered at that time if he was going to be able to weather the storm and go all the way. Lou Handler, Bill Appleton, and Joe Lenahan are getting ready to give Roy Tracy their ballots now. And we'll have the announcement of the winner. And here it is.
Your attention, please. Another contest will follow. There's the decision. Judge Lenahan votes his card 72-98, favor of Johnson. Referee Lou Handler votes his card 82-96, favor of Johnson. Judge Bill Appleton votes his card 82-95, favor of Johnson. The winner, unanimous decision, Harold Johnson.